Hello everybody, hello and welcome to the channel. As most of you know who've been on the channel for a while or know, I've got a Karoo one which has been my trusty companion. It's been by my side on many rides, well not by my side, on the handlebars, on many rides. It's kept us right, it's taken us on many adventures with the navigation. It's been a really good companion, and I've had it for many years now, many years. And it's been brilliant, and it still is, it's really good. No problems with it, no faults with anything like that. But I've just found out recently, well, a few weeks ago now, that Hammerhead have stopped doing updates for it. They did say they support the Karoo one for a while, and they did. But now, end of its life, basically, I think they've just stopped doing any updates, any firmware updates, which is a shame because, you know, I don't know if you know, but Hammerhead do a fortnightly, I should say, update, which means, you know, you get some major new features added to your Karoo. Sometimes like getting a new Karoo every fortnight, you know, some of the features are big, add some really big features to it, which is a shame. But the biggest problem is the maps. They've stopped updating the maps as well, so you know, the maps are going to be going out of date, which is a big problem for me when I do my longer rides. It's okay around the doors, but when I do longer rides, you know, you need a map which is you know, going to sort of get you where you want to go and not get you lost. So that was one major sort of drawback at the moment. But the other one is the battery life. I mean, at the moment, my Karoo one here is okay. It's fine. The battery life's fine. But as you know, when you have anything that's rechargeable, the more times you recharge and discharge it, if you like, you know, the more chance it's got to fail. You know, it's just the way it is. Just batteries just fail over a while. You'll find it with everything. Laptops, everything. You know, as you charge them, discharge them, recharge them, discharge them, eventually they will fail. So that's my big problem. Not my big problem, but my big worry I've got at the moment with the Karoo one. I'm just getting to that point of thinking, is it going to fail? You know, is it going to give up the ghost one day? But saying that, I've never been interested in like upgrading it to the Karoo 2 because basically the price. I mean, the price of the Karoo 2 isn't cheap. I mean, it is cheap compared to some cycling computers. I mean, you can pay like £600 and things for a cycling computer, which is madness, absolute crazy. Where the Karoo 2, I think normal price is £357. I think it is £357 normal price. But at the moment, they've got an offer on. They've basically knocked the price right down. I'll put the prices up here, what it is at the moment. But of course, by the time I put this video up, you know, that could have changed because it's some kind of summer offer they're doing at the moment. But one thing they do as well, which Karoo have done for a while, is they do a trade-in offer. So you can trade in your Karoo one, my Karoo one here. You can trade that in and get money off. So in the end, it's come to the point where I'm thinking, you know, should I trade in? Is it time to now, you know, get rid of my trusty companion here and upgrade to a Karoo 2? So that's what I've done. I'm going to trade this in, and I've got my package over here that I'm just getting. My Karoo 2. I've finally done it. I've got a Karoo 2. So this, by the time I traded in my Karoo 1, this is only £120. It's still saying only because the £120 is still a fair bit of money, but it's not compared to other cycling computers. And you know, for what you're getting for your money, it's a good deal. So I thought, well, I can't really put it off any longer. You know, for that kind of price, I've got to just, you know, bite the bullet and go for it. So I've done it. And one thing to say as well, I ordered this. Was it yesterday or whatever it was? And it came this morning. Do you know what I mean? That was very quick delivery. I know it says track 24 on there, but still, that's extremely quick delivery, I thought. So I haven't opened it up, as you can see. It's still in its box. So I thought I'd open it up on camera and maybe just compare it size-wise to the other one, and because that's one of the things that put me off updating to the Karoo 2 as well, is I've always liked the big screen on my Karoo 1. The Karoo 1's got a nice big screen, which is one of the unique selling points I thought when it came out. But a lot of people, when this came out, said, oh, it's too big, the screen's too big, and thinking, what they're talking about, do you know what I mean? I think they wanted a like sleek and sexy sort of computer on the bike rather than a bigger screen, which is bizarre because people usually like bigger screens, whether it's phones, TVs or whatever. Everybody wants bigger screens, but as soon as they put a bigger screen on the bike, it's like, oh, it's too big. It's like, no, it's not. It was fine, but there you go. You know, obviously, I wasn't in the vote for that, but yeah, they decided to make the screen smaller. So I'm going to open this up, see what it looks like, and see what the screen looks like. And we'll compare them side by side with the Karoo 1. So it's not like a review or anything like this, anything like that. This is just a bit of fun, if you like. I've got to open this package up, so I thought I'd open it up on camera. You can see it as I open it up. We'll have a look comparison to the Karoo 2. So we'll do that now. So there's my Karoo 1 turned on. As I said before, you've seen this many times on my rides. You've seen me out on this on my bike. That's the Karoo 1 starting up. And then the Karoo 2, and as I keeping its box to keep it good. And this is the Karoo 2. So let's have a look, yeah. Let's see what we've got. Right, I'll just move the Karoo 1 out the way for a moment there, so I've got more space. So let's see what we've got in here, shall we? Put the box out the way. So as you can see already, the box is a lot smaller, isn't it? And that's the lid of the Karoo 2. Karoo 1, sorry, I keep saying the one around. That's the lid of the Karoo 1, and this is the Karoo 2. So you can see already it's going to be smaller. Hopefully not too small. But let's have a look. So as I say on the back there, our ability to transcend what seems possible, to push further, to dig deeper, to climb higher, is more powerful than gravity itself. By exploring new routes, we expand our horizons, because deep within ourselves we know that there is more. Ride for more. That's nice. I like that. I like that. That's good. Very good. So, get the silicone off. I mean, I'll keep this one in the box as well, like I do with my Karoo 1, because I think it just keeps them good longer. So that is the box of the Karoo 2. Quite nicely packaged, isn't it? Like that. So how do you open it up? Let's have a look. So that slides out. Slides out. First view of my new companion. And hopefully that I will be having many adventures together. And that's it there. And you've got a little slidey drawer at the bottom here. They do nice packaging on these. Got a little slidey packaging there to get to the other bits and bobs in the bottom, which is the mount, because this does come with its own type of mount as well, which I'll get out there and show you. So it comes with a different kind of mount than the one that comes with the Karoo 1. The Karoo 1, as you may remember, has the typical sort of Garmin twist mount. This one has a different slide mount, but it does also come, because I've looked online, and it does also come with this little adapter, which is quite clever. If I can get it out. It seems to be fascinating somehow, so I'll pull that all later. But you can see the adapter there, that goes into there, clips onto that, and then you can use it with the Garmin mount too. So that's very clever, and obviously the charging cables in there. But yeah, that's a little adapter basically. So then you can use this with any Garmin mount, or you can use the one like this, the one that comes with it. So you've got a big few options there, which is nice. And then there's the actual Karoo itself. I'll get the other one to compare it size wise. So you can see there, it's hidden with the box. I'll move the box out of the way because you can't tell the difference there. So it's quite a big difference, isn't it, really? Apparently, height wise they're the same, and they do look the same, don't they, actually? If you put them side by side, they do look pretty similar height wise. Again, because of the black box in the background, it's hard to see the difference there, but yeah, so that's it there, side by side. It's the width really, the difference, and that's them comparison side by side. Obviously the Karoo one's a lot fatter than the Karoo 2. The bottom, and then obviously the sides, the buttons on the sides. I'm trying to keep this, I'm not going to take this screen off, this plastic for now, because I want to keep the screen good. I've actually got a screen protector on order for this, so I'm going to try and keep this plastic on for now to keep the screen good if I can. It's got Gorilla Glass and things on here, but I always put screen protectors like I did with this one, just to keep them good. So I'm going to try and keep that plastic on, so I'm not going to take that off. I don't actually ever turn this on actually. It probably won't have any charge, I don't think. I've never looked at any instructions or anything, so I'm assuming, and that's for the SIM card, that as well on the back here. Well, on this one you had to take the back off to get to the SIM card. On this one it's just a little twist little socket there to put it in. Charge. There we go. It's got a bit of charge. This one thinks it's on a ride. I'll stop that. My Karoo 1 thinks it's been out on a ride, look. I've done 0.0 miles. Get rid of that. So that's it starting up, the Karoo 2. It looks a nice screen so far. Just wait for that to start up. That's a funky little graphic like that. The Karoo 1 never had that. I like that. Working with the next generation of second computers, yes. Terms of service. Privacy policy. And then it's getting ready to connect up, which I'll do after I've finished filming, but that's them both side by side. So, as you can see, size wise, it's not too bad actually. The Karoo 1, the Karoo 2 I should say, sorry, is it's not too bad difference, I don't think. Not too bad at all. I thought it'd be a bigger difference with this one than I thought it would be. You know, I thought I would see a huge difference, I should say, when I put them side by side, but it's not that bad, is it really? Just this one's a bit fatter. But still think it's a shame really that they thought it was necessary to make the screen smaller. But yeah, it is what it is. But this one here, my Karoo 1's been a faithful companion. I will be sad to see it go, but there you go. It's the way life goes, isn't it? Sometimes you have to move on. But as you can see there, the battery's still saying 100% on the top there. You know, so it's still working absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. And then I've got this one here. So I'll skip that Wi-Fi and then we can see a bit more of the screen. Skip that for now. No, I see any showing to skip, so skip will prevent you from updoing, so I better go back and just leave that for now. But yeah, so that is quite a nice little computer, that. Well, huge computer. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. So I've done the initial setup on the Karoo 2, so you can see them better there side by side. So that's what they look like, both with the same screen on. Because I've connected up my account, so it's downloaded the profile from the Hammerhead website, so they're exactly the same now set up. I've got my navigation on there, so it's all set up exactly the same. So you see a comparison there. The screen on me Karoo on the right, I think, yeah, it's turned down a little bit. So I'll turn that screen all the way up, and I think this one's turned down a bit as well. That's one thing I like about it here. It's got a nice little pull down area here you can pull down. Well, this one's just got basic Wi-Fi, the mobile phone, and auto pause. On this one, you've got much more functions on here. I'll just move that out the way a bit. You've got a few different screens there, so you can see the brightness there for the screen, and sensors, screen, and your Wi-Fi and stuff. So you've got a quick access to a few screens there. So you can see the comparison. I think the one, obviously this does still got this protector on here, this plastic film I'm trying to keep on, but I think the old Karoo screen might be slightly brighter. It looks a bit more yellowy on the Karoo 2. Another thing I like about the Karoo 2 is the lanyard on here. The lanyard connects to the back on the underneath, which I always thought was a bit stupid, because if this fails, which it does on people, it's failed many times, that comes off too, because the lanyard's connected to that. So if that all pulls off, your lanyard's gone and your Karoo's gone. Well, on here, your mount is there, and the lanyard connects there. So I think that's a much better idea. Much better idea. I'm trying to keep that little screen protector on there if I can. So I think that's a much better idea. It also got a little structure I have with the Karoo 2, which I never showed you before, which shows about connecting up. It shows you connected up there to the mount. A little instruction book in there as well. Yeah, that was in the box. I never got that up before. So yeah, that's them side by side with the one of the ride profiles on there, the general one, as I call it. As I say, the one on the left has got a screen protector on, but I still think it won't be that much difference. The reason I'm leaving that screen protector is because, as I said before, I've got some screen protectors on order, which I'm going to put on, keep it good. But yeah, time will tell when I use it, but I think it seems a nice enough screen. And the map's there, and the map's there. So yeah, time will tell. See how we get on with it. See how it goes. So yeah, comparison side by side. I don't think there's too bad of a difference really, do you? I mean, I thought it'd be more obvious, if you like, more of a stark difference between the two. Yeah, it is big, obviously, the Karoo one, but it's more the width than the height. I thought it'd be more obvious with the height as well, but it's not. So it looks like it's going to be a good computer to use. This is just a quick video basically to unbox it. And I set the Wi-Fi up, and there'll probably be updates and downloads and stuff to do, because they do a lot of updates for the Karoo 1, Karoo 2 I should say. Well, they did do them for Karoo 1, but as I said before, they stopped doing that. And as I said, the only reason I've updated is just because this is getting old, and I'm just fearful that it's going to start sort of deteriorating the battery and stuff. Because I have heard of other people who've had the Karoo 1 where the batteries have died long ago, so mine's actually done really well. And while this offer was on from the Hammerhead, I just thought, I'd be daft to miss it up for £120 for a computer like what these are, a bike computer. These are it's really good value, so I couldn't miss up this opportunity. So I thought I'd go for it, and we'll just see if the Karoo 2, which is here, is going to be anywhere near as good as what the Karoo 1's been, and such a good companion, because my Karoo 1's been fantastic. That's going to get sent back. They're going to send us a label, which I'll post back to them, and then they reimburse us with the value against the Karoo 1, the Karoo 2 I should say. So yeah, once I send the Karoo 1 back, I'll get reimbursed the value against the Karoo 2. But get me words out right. So yeah, so apparently as well, when they send it back to them, they're going to what's the word? Disassemble it. So that's a bit sad, really. It's been a fantastic computer, and it still is. So it's a shame, really, that they've got to take it apart and disassemble it. It's a shame they can't just sort of sell them on as a, on a second-hand market somewhere. But then again, they probably want to get rid of all the Karoo 1s so they can sell more Karoo 2s. That's probably what it is. Anyway, as always, thank you very much for joining us. You'll no doubt see the Karoo 1. I keep saying that. You'll no doubt see the Karoo 2 out with us on my bike soon. So until then, take care, and I'll see you all later. See you later. Bye-bye.